Hello and welcome to the disclaimer. There's a couple of things I forgot to mention. There's a couple of things I forgot to tell about. There's a couple of things I've been requested to clarify. Let's start from the most recent request. As you can see, our drums at the bus, as we explained before, has a Fabfilter just to glue it together. The bass have 3 instances Fabfilter plugins. First one is the EQ, the other one is Pro CU to glue it together. The third one is a side-chained ducking. So the bass leaves enough room for the kick. What I didn't explain, shame on me, I'm really sorry about that, is the Fabfilter's 3 instances on guitar, orchestra and Vox of the multiband compression Pro MB. Very clean, very precise, great multiband compressor. There's only 1 or 2 could, in my opinion, compete with that. Okay, so guitar, as you can see, I started with the dynamic goodness. Dynamic goodness compressor setup, preset, I should say. Then I tweaked it to my will. The threshold, I completely took it off. Didn't want any compression going on the very low end. I didn't want to boost it up. Just I was happy considering all the cuts I have done with how it looks. Another one, a tiny boost on this one, just to make sure that the guitars have a body, low mids or the high lows if you prefer. Threshold set to 17 decibels. You can see the curve, how it goes. I am quite happy with this. Bit of a compression going on here, but in an expand mode. So the middle is exaggerated, the vocals go even better through. In a second you will hear the difference. That's all the guitar, and the top end again on a compressed mode, just to make sure it's getting squashed when it should be squashed. Orchestra, similar setup, just with a bigger steep, bigger cut on the mid-lows, mid-highs. This way I felt, because again I started with a preset, and all the Fabfilter presets are really good. All you got to do is just go into them and then tweak them to your sound, to your ear, to your will, and to your mix, most of all. So I just have done that. I felt like that needs to be a bit lower to leave some more room for the vocals and for the guitars, and I lowered this bit to make sure that I have a lot of presence going on in the guitars and in the vocals. And last but not least, the vocal. As you can see, it's completely different work, presence and control setup I started with, and of course tweaked it to my ear and to the mix, to make sure that the vocal goes into the mix as it should be. So there's a big quiet boost on the compressed way from the mids, and the low mids got to be brought up. I felt like these the vocals do not have that proper throat on them, so That's why I have done it. Of course, all of that feeds into Submaster, and the chain is saturation with the Saturn. This plugin is just a beast, and of course the limiter. That's all I have done, and that's all about the Fabfilter Pro MB I have used on my sub buses. Now, the reason that was a question, the reason why I haven't put anything on my master, why I use my submaster instead of a master, is there's two reasons. First, if I would like to reference any tracks, I will just feed them into master, so my mix references in a best possible way with the reference track. Secondly, this is my mix done here. That is it. There's no more processing going, so that leaves a lot of room, a lot of processing power on my master, since my computer is capable of doing enough. My computer has enough processing power to master while I'm mixing. So if I decided to make a master in the mix, I could do it here straight away. My computer can handle it, so the master would be done within the mix. Maybe I would send it to the professional mastering engineer, or maybe I would ask one of my friends or one of my work colleagues to make sure that they have a fresh ear on this and do the mix, the master on their own. Then I would just bounce it as it is right now. However, if I was going to master my own track, this is the place to do it. If you have any more questions, any comments, any critic, any I don't know, doubts, if you will, please don't be afraid to comment, to like, subscribe if you're happy with what I have done here. I wish you all the happy new year, considering it's just about to come. Have a great party, and well, considering my flu, I probably will just go back to bed right now. Have a good one, guys.